like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of AEW Rampage and AEW Dynamite, the week commencing the 29th of April. So it starts off with Trent and Chuck in a parking lot brawl on Rampage. Pretty good match. There was blood, there was glass, there was cars. Yeah, but in the end, Trent got the victory. Then we had Thunder Rosa versus Diana Perezzo, I think her name is. Thunder Rosa gets the victory there. Then we had basically Roderick Strong calling out Will Ospreay because they're going to have a match for the international, nearly said it there, international championship. Then we had Big Bill versus some guy. Big Bill gets the victory. Then we have Shibata and Danny Garcia versus Shane Taylor Promotions, which is Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, and Danny Garcia gets the victory. Then we head over to Dynamite. So Dynamite starts with Tony Khan basically saying he's not going to be at the arena due to injury. As he was saying that, he basically was cut off by the Young Bucks or EVPs and said basically he's not here. In our contract, he can't fire us because we have a founders clause in the contract and we can do what we want. That's basically what they did. Then we have Swerve Strickland coming out, says he wants to be an active champion. He's been an active champion. He's fought 3 times in a week and he wants to give everybody opportunities, but he needs a new opponent for the next pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. And then the EVP says, don't worry, we got an opponent for you. Who turns up? The patriarchy, Christian Cage. Awesome. One of my favorite wrestlers. He comes out. He's about to say something to Swerve and just hits him in the head with a mic, and then he beats him down and basically says he's going to take his title. Then we had Adam Copeland versus Buddy Matthews in a great match for the TNT Championship. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. But in the end, Adam Copeland gets the victory, and then Adam's fronted on by the House of Black. Then we have Samoa Joe versus Isaiah from the Private Party. In the end, Samoa Joe gets the victory. Good to see Samoa Joe back. Then we have Orange Cassidy basically comes out, says Chuck will not wrestle again due to the injuries suffered from Trent. And Trent basically comes out and says he blames everything on Orange Cassidy, really. Then we have Jack Perry saying he was used as a scapegoat in this whole situation, and things will change under the Elite. So let's see if they do. Then we have Chris Jericho versus Shibata in a great match for the FTW title. FTW is basically an anything goes match. In the end, Chris Jericho got the win by help from Big Bill. Then we have Willow ready to face Sky Blue. So we'll see what happens in their match. Then we have Claudio versus Brian Cage in a great match. Go and watch it. You haven't seen it, but in the end, Claudio gets the victory. Then we have Mariah May versus Serena Deeb in a great match as well. Serena Deeb is a very technical wrestler, the Professor, but in the end, Serena Deeb gets the victory. Then we have Kyle O'Reilly basically telling Adam Copeland he's got his back against the House of Black, but he is looking at his TNT title too. Then in the main segment, Kenny Omega comes out, basically says he's been very ill. He nearly even passed away, but he didn't care. He had to be back in the Dynamite. He had to be back at AEW, and he wasn't going anywhere, and he needs to be back in the ring. As he said that, Okada comes out and he gets jumped by the EVPs. So that's your review of AEW Rampage and Dynamite this week.